So working on this 96 C4 Collector's Edition. I already did a short video about the spark plug wires and the vibration the guy's having. He changed the clutch himself, put a ram clutch in there, changed the slave cylinder from a pull type to a push type, and it's having a vibration problem. So I figured I'd do a little longer video on this. So when we get a car like this in here, you got vibration issues, you definitely need to make sure the motor is running correctly. It seems like it's running okay, but at 3,000 RPMs there is some crazy vibration. 3 to 5,000 RPM is very bad vibrating problem. So first thing you always do is we always check the spark plug wires. Make sure that they're not rubbing anywhere, shorting out anywhere, getting any misfires. So yeah, he's got some rubbing issues here, and there, and then down there on the fuel lines and the AC box. As soon as you see the white dust on there like that, that tells you you have arcing going on. Believe it or not, it happens. Like in my shorter video I showed when I was here early this morning, when it was dark, I started up the car, and you make sure it's nice and dark outside here. You close your eyes nice and tight, make sure your eyes adjust so you can see, you know, the little arcs. And while the car's running, you can actually see them, little flashes, and the car's arcing out. So you definitely have some misfires going on. It might not be just loss of a cylinder misfire type of thing, but definitely screwing up the whole running of the vehicle. You have another spot over here on this side, on the 5 and 7, where they totally missed the wires in the looming. And you see all that white around there, and it's right against the metal edge, and you can see the little flashes of arc on there. Unfortunately, my phone don't pick it up, so I couldn't get a video of the actual arcing. You know, sometimes you can spray water on them while it's running and, you know, actually get it to really misfire and feel it, but all that could definitely cause vibration through the whole engine. The way the firing order is on these, and the way, you know, it is, you definitely could create vibration. So that needs to be fixed first, for sure. But you also put the flywheel in, and Ram told him that, you know, the flywheel is already balanced to GM specifications, but these LT motors are forward neutral balance and rear external balance. So I had a whole big bulletin about it back in the day, and the flywheels have these tiny little holes in them, and there's little weights that you drive in them. And so if you're going to change your flywheel in these cars, it's highly recommended that you have it match balanced with the new flywheel you want to put in. They have a dual mass flywheel that comes out of them. Some guys like to put solid mass in there, or put aluminum in there to lighten it up, or whatever the reason why you want to change it. But some guys change them and they don't have a problem with balancing because maybe they got lucky, or they're just not even noticing the vibration difference. But definitely would match balance them. You can contact us about that. We have a place called King Balancing. We set them up with a jig, so you can actually match balance a dual mass flywheel to a solid mass. They do a really good job with it. Anytime we replace a flywheel in one of these cars, we have it match balanced. We won't do one without doing it because of the vibration problem. So we have to check the hydraulics in the car, the clutch hydraulics, and make sure that we got no bubbles in there. And because he felt like there's a little stiff shifting. If you have stiff shifting in these cars, most of the time it's to do with clutch hydraulics. These cars, it says in the manual, you need to push the pedal all the way to the floor before you shift the car. It is what it is. But if your clutch hydraulics are not good in these cars, it will make stiff shifting. So your car starts stiff shifting in these C4s, you need to get your clutch hydraulics fixed. Suck out the fluid, change the fluid often as you can out of the master. There's self-bleeding units, but if that doesn't help, then you need to definitely probably replace your master and your slave. but because stiff shifting will do only one thing, and it will destroy your synchros, and then you'll need your tranny fixed. So do yourself a favor and constantly change the fluid in the clutch hydraulic system. You know, maybe once or twice a year, suck it out of the master. There's not a lot of fluid in the system. You know, the brake fluid in these things is, you know, hydroscopic, so they absorb water over time, and you'll lose your hydraulics. So if it is stiff shifting, you want to go there first, for sure. Most of the time, that's definitely what it is. You know, if it's gone too long like that and you end up destroying the synchros, well, then it's a deeper problem. But that's why I want to do a longer video on this. Keep you posted on it all. We'll probably end up taking the flywheel out. Hopefully, he has the old flywheel, so hopefully we get that and we can go get it match balanced and take care of the vibration problem. But figured I'd do a longer video on this one and try to get some info out there about this stuff, help guys out. If you ever need anything, give us a call at the ZF Doc, or message me here, and I'll gladly return messages. So I have a couple of dual mass flywheels in the shed here, and there's the little holes in them that go all around. There's little waste that you put them in. This one's got 3 of them. Also, the other things we check on these vehicles when they come in for vibration is suspension parts, of course, and wheels and rims, and make sure, you know, the tires aren't 9 years old, and, you know, everything seems to be balanced okay. Kind of spin them while it's on the jack stands. Check the U-joints. Check the slip yoke underneath the car. It goes into the transmission. This car, the slip yoke is definitely needs to be changed. So we can get under here. Oh, there we go. Hard to reach it. But, let's see if I can get it. Get a video here for you guys. But yeah, there's the slip yoke right there. It goes to the back of the tranny. Let's go. Can't really. Video is not doing it justice, but there's a lot of play there. It's over 3,000, so that needs to be replaced. Always check the U-joints, or check the half shaft joints. Usually check out all this stuff. You know, put the beam in. You need to put urethane in there. There's our beam plates from the ZF Doc. They help keep the car from kicking to the right when you shift. They work really well, but when you do install these, you put these beams back in, you need to put urethane in there between the beam and the differential and in the transmission side. There you are right there. Yeah, you want to coat a bunch of urethane in between the tranny and the beam, top and bottom. But yeah, it's all little things you got to check before you go any deeper with the vibration issue. But like I said, I've seen this problem before, where they're externally balanced flywheel. So you definitely want to get it match balanced. It's highly recommended. Save yourself a big hassle. Another little tidbit I noticed on this car, which will make a lot of noise inside the car and really get some really funky noise that comes through the tunnel. That shift boot is not in place. People pull these out and sometimes the boot gets pulled out. It needs to be, that lip should be on the inside above here, attached onto it. So right here, I can't really see it very good, but that's actually right underneath your console. So you will get a lot of noise and a lot of heat will get generated through there, and it'll definitely mess with you. You'll hear all kinds of strange noises coming through that tunnel. So you got to make sure those shift boots are on. They do get cracked and torn too. So if you have some weird noise coming through the console, or your shifter's getting really warm, you feel some heat through there, you want to take your console off and maybe check that out. Here's Billy's car. We got all apart. There's a shift boot. They get torn. See, there's that lip you saw on the bottom. It needs to be attached all around here. It's got some like waxy, we call it gorilla snot. It's got 4 little acorn nuts on here. So you got to make sure that boot is sealed and it's on there. Otherwise, you definitely will get some crazy, strange noises through there and heat.